That was President Trump last night talking illegal immigration. A federal judge says that the Trump administration cannot punish sanctuary cities by withholding federal money. But now the Lone Star State is taking matters into its own hands. Texas is one step closer to passing a bill that would crack down on any city trying to protect illegal immigrants. Texas Governor Greg Abbott joins me now to talk more about that. Governor, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us.
Good morning, Maria.
I want to get to sanctuary cities, but before I do, let me offer my condolences and certainly support for these deadly tornadoes and what you're up against. Can you give us an update?
Well, Maria, it was a horrific tragedy last night. There were multiple tornadoes that ripped across the state of Texas, causing tremendous catastrophe to an area about 50 miles east of Dallas, Texas. We are still gathering information about the update. There is the possibility of meaningful loss of life, severe injuries, many people losing their homes. I will be traveling up there later on today to get a better assessment about exactly what is taking place. But I urge all of your viewers to keep Texans in their prayers, the people who have suffered here. But just know that we have been through these before, and working together, Texans will rebuild and restore the loss of property. We can't do anything about the loss of life, but we will come together as a team, as we usually do here in the state of Texas.
What a horrible, fatal story. We are certainly sending our support and love to Texas this morning, Governor, and we'll follow any update. I know that there are many people unaccounted for, so you will be giving us an update later on today. As far as sanctuary cities are concerned, you know, the president has been very clear. Attorney General Jeff Sessions has been very clear. They want to withhold federal money from any city that's not following the law. But you see what's happened. How are you dealing with this?
For one, I, as governor of the state of Texas, have already withheld money from a declared sanctuary city in the state of Texas. Austin, Texas is in Travis County. Travis County declared sanctuary city policies, so I withheld money from them. Importantly, Maria, is the way that I did it, because the state of Texas has grant contracts with Travis County. In those contracts, we put in there the term that in order for them to receive that grant money, they had to not have any type of sanctuary city policy. What I don't know is what type of arrangement like that the Trump administration already has. What I do know is if the Trump administration has those similar contract terms, they will unequivocally be able to withhold money to those cities. However, Maria, that's just a small part of what we've done. We've passed a bill now in the Capitol behind me, out of both the House and the Senate, that I've been advocating for, that will impose even stiffer penalties on these sanctuary cities. One, it can expose them to very high fines, about $25,000 per day. It can expose them to jail time for any sheriff or any other official who adopts a sanctuary city policy. It can also subject the county or city or whichever political body it is to legal action in the event that they release somebody or adopt a sanctuary city policy and somebody is harmed. Think, if you would, Kate Steinle. This would allow the family of Kate Steinle to be able to sue, let's say, Travis County, if Travis County released someone from jail who was here illegally because of a sanctuary city policy and someone lost their life.
Yeah, I mean, this bill really put sharp teeth into this battle to stop these policies. Walk us through that, because this final bill is going to penalize jurisdictions. It could be college campus police departments. It could be, you know, small areas. Are you willing, though, to go to the end and actually withhold this money, knowing that you would be starving like a college campus police department?
Well, understand this, Maria, and that is, as I have already withheld money from Travis County, it is not the state of Texas that is starving, whether it be Travis County or any other entity. It is their own decision-making process that, for one, is causing them not to receive the money, but also it's their budgetary process, with them deciding to spend taxpayer money on sometimes meaningless operations, choosing those operations over public safety. Remember, Maria, when you look at the function of government, whether it's federal, state, or local, our primary function as government is to keep our people safe. It's inexcusable for Travis County to do what it's done, and that is to release from jail people who've committed crimes against, or alleged of committing crimes of sexual assault of minors, and letting those people back out onto the streets. That's contradictory to the function of what government is supposed to do.
I mean, this provision is applied to criminal aliens who commit a felony. It's very difficult to understand why anyone is fighting this, given the fact that you, as well as the administration, have been talking about making sure to deport those people who have committed crimes.
Right. Well, Maria, it's just clear, unfortunately, that there are some officials in the state of Texas, as well as across the United States, who simply do not want to apply the rule of law in their jurisdiction, who want to promote lawlessness. And it's inexcusable. And one tool that we now have is the ability to remove these officials from office by subjecting them to criminal penalty, by forcing them into the jail that they are letting these people out of.
So what do you make of this judge, though, pushing back and basically saying the Trump administration, no, you can't do this. This is not constitutional. I mean, the president continues to face pushback on all of his immigration proposals.
Well, Maria, the reason he does is because it's coming from the Ninth Circuit, which, quite frankly, is the most overruled federal circuit, and they simply don't follow the rule of law. I don't know the terms of what the Trump administration has done. Here's what I do know, and that is I know the Constitution. I've dealt with these issues before. I was involved in one of these issues in the Obamacare case. What I know is that the federal government cannot withhold money that would be a draconian cut to state funds. These funds we're talking about here is not such a draconian cut. We won this issue in the Obamacare case because they were going to withhold Medicaid money to states, but that's far more money than what's happening under these grants. Here's what I do know, and that is if the Trump administration structures their withhold of money going to states because of sanctuary city policies the same way Texas did, and that is through the contract form, which is the way that they engage in these grants to the states, then the Trump administration will be successful, as the state of Texas has been, in withholding money to sanctuary city states and counties.
Yeah, it's pretty extraordinary. And we should point out that Travis County is the #1 county in the country for not complying with the immigration rules. So it's obviously been going on a long time, and we are watching what you're doing in terms of solutions here, Governor. Good to see you. Thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Maria.
We'll see you soon. Up next, the first 100 days of President Trump's term.